Alright everybody, we're back. Part 2 of the teen pregnancy series and the conclusion. And what I want to cover is my choice. The choice I made and how it went. And first, I chose to keep. And I'm sure a lot of people would either keep and give up for adoption or keep and raise it for yourself. Either way, keep is a good choice. But it also comes with a whole lot of other headaches. And one of those is, if you're in one of those very strict families, they like to force you into the wedding. If you're not already married, they don't want you to have that baby out of wedlock. Heaven forbid that you have a bastard child. But, you know, times have changed, so that shouldn't be an issue. The next thing is, when you do get married, if you haven't been dating the father very long and you're still a teenager, you're going to be marrying and moving into a family that you don't really know. I mean, when I had my child, I got pregnant and I got married. I'd only known her father for about a month, had never met her parents. So when I got married and moved into their house, I moved into a situation I didn't know what I was walking into. So there was a big adjustment there and a big recreating issue too. Because, you know, I went from a teenager in high school that had a life planned out, and then I went to being a mother, living in someone else's household, not going to school, and didn't know when I was going to finish school. School wasn't an issue at that point in time. Having that baby was the main issue. And the next thing you need to think about is, would the baby have any birth defects? You know, I didn't think mine would, and she turned out just as lovely as she could be. She had all of her fingers, all of her toes, nothing extra. She worked out perfectly fine. We both had a difficult time in delivery. She did come out purple, but that was because she had the cord wrapped up around her arm and her neck. And she had to come out the window, or the technical term, cesarean section. But we all made adjustments, and things were just fine and dandy. Now the next point I want to make is something called postpartum depression. And yes, I've got notes I look at. Postpartum depression. I didn't have it. Most of the time women get it, but sometimes the fathers get it. And in my case, the father got postpartum depression, and I didn't see it until the job that I had gotten after I had the baby. I came home and the baby's crying and screaming in her playpen. And I can hear her from outside the house. And I'm thinking, what in the world is going on? I go inside. He's sitting in another room watching TV. And just looked dazed. He couldn't even hear her. I mean, it's just like something just flipped in his head. You know, he didn't want a child at that point anymore. Thought that his life would be better without one. So I picked up on that and thought, okay, well, this is a dangerous situation for her and myself to be in. So I picked up and made the next big move and recreated myself again. Instead of a married mom with a kid, I was going to be a single mother and out on the run protecting the kid. So these are all things that people don't tell you about, and you've got to think about them. And every time something major like that happens, you recreate the person you are. You recreate what you're going to be. Every life-changing event happens, and you just got to adjust with it, roll with the punches, if that's what it is. Go with the flow, recreate yourself, and keep going. And I kept going. So this is going to wind up our teen pregnancy, and the next installation will be something totally different. So like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if you like content, and if you don't, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.